Hello. So this is just a short video, a very short one, to support your exam preparation, right? Your AWS certification examination preparation. And what I would actually be pointing out here is spotting keywords while attempting your questions. And so we'll take some few practice questions, one or two, one long, one short practice question, and then see how we can spot some keywords to actually help us with our exam answers in a short while, right? And this is just one method, spotting the keywords. So let me, okay. So this question says, and I'm taking these questions from examanswers.com, examanswer.com. So you can go there. It's a public domain for practice questions, as much as you want, about 600 of them. A solutions architect is designing a highly scalable system to track records. This record must remain available for immediate download for up to 3 months and then must be deleted. What is the most appropriate decision for this? For me, this is how I'm going to attempt this question, right? Reading it the first time, I'll go, okay, the keywords I'm supposed to spot here is designing a highly scalable, right? Very important. Looking at AWS's well-architected framework, highly scalable, very, very important. And then the record must remain available for immediate upload. So take note of timelines for immediate upload, availability and timeline, immediate upload, right? For up to 3 months, another duration for up to 3 months, right? And then must be deleted. So there has to be some sort of automation to help us delete anything we are actually going to be storing, right? So this is more like a storage kind of question, right? So the question is, what is the most appropriate decision for this? So me looking at this thing, available immediately, which storage solution is very, very much available immediately? S3 standard or an EBS, right? But is EBS highly available, highly scalable? It can, but then it needs to be available in 3 months and then must be deleted. Most here indicates something automated, right? So I could say, what else could help me in S3 to automatically delete any object that is being stored, life cycle, right? So then I've narrowed down all of my options. So I just need to go into the options and check which answer fits what I thought, right? Very much closely like so. Option A, scanning through, I have an EBS and a lifecycle policy. EBS doesn't have, wouldn't really support it, right? And then I have an S3 and create a lifecycle policy. Those are the things I need, right? But then this is telling me Amazon Glacier. Is Amazon Glacier immediately available? No. EFS, file system. I'm not talking about connecting to multiple applications. So what do? Let me go for my option B, right? Option B, and then show my answer, and that's it, option B. So I'm able to actually, within a short time, narrow down my options. And then you can check out the explanation of why here, right? Because it's beyond the scope of this video. I intend to make this as short as possible. Let's take another one. Yeah. So next question, hide answer. Next question. Okay. This looks like a long one. So how do we answer this in a short while? Right. I'll just go through, and the way I would answer it again. You have developed a new web application on AWS for this day. That's just the story behind the whole thing. That's just the story. It has a web interface where real estate employers upload photos of newly constructed assets in S3. So yes, this is something I need to take note of. S3, precisely buyer logs into the website and access the photo. So there's possibility that it's being hosted with S3 static web hosting, right? Because of those things. The marketing team has initiated an intensive marketing event to promote new housing scheme, which leads to customers' frequent access. So the image now are frequently accessed. So that means they are very much likely stored in S3 standard tier. Right. This is a new application. You have no projection of traffic And then, okay, so it's narrowing down. Traffic, there's my eraser. So now it's telling us traffic here. Is this going towards latency? Is this going towards retrieval? You need an S3 storage class that can automatically optimize the storage costs. Okay, so storage class that can do what? Automatically optimize for costs with changing access pattern. Changing access pattern in S3, which service off the top of my head can actually help, or which storage class will help me automatically optimize storage, right? And change the pattern based on my use case. The very much I can think of is the intelligent tiering. Yes, that's the only class that can actually address this. Which of the following is recommended? So I just need to go for intelligence class. Yes. So I have one zone IA, infrequent access, standard infrequent access, S3 intelligent tiering, that's C. So let me choose option C, and then use standard storage and use storage class analytics to identify. That's too bogus. So those, based on what I actually figured out here, right? Those options came to my head. So let's pick them again. Remember, frequently accessed, automatically optimize the storage. That's the main keyword there. So automatically optimize storage and change access pattern. And then let me show, and yes, it's actually a C, right? So that's just how you can spot the keywords in your questions. You may not even need to read everything word for word, right? Our brain is wired such that the first word and the last word would actually make more sense, right? So you can just skim through and just pick out those keywords, right? Good. Can we take one more? Maybe one more. Okay. Hide answer. Next question. This should be actually a little over 2 minutes video for you. Okay, so let's take this one. It's a short one. Another S3. You have a static, where's my highlighter? You have a static website in an S3 bucket. Static, there's a feature for that. And there are global client from multiple regions. Okay, that's giving me an idea that my app is serving so many things. You want to use AWS services to store cache. Okay, so we are going towards caching now for frequently accessed content. Caching, which service will actually help me store cache the more? First thing first is CloudFront, without even thinking too much. CloudFront comes to mind for frequently accessed content so that latency is reduced and the data transfer rates increase. So we are talking latency. Which option will actually do that? So I'm storing cache and I'm thinking latency. I'm reducing latency and transfer rates. So which of the following option will do? So off the top of my head, I'm thinking S3 CloudFront should help me. So let's look for that in our option, right? Yes, let's look for that in our option. So AWS SDK, horizontally scaled, no. SDK, no. Multiple AWS S3 buckets and put Amazon EC2, no. Cross-region replication to several, okay. So option D, that's what I need because it's more like what I am thinking. So let me pin that down and then show my answer. And that is it, right? So that is how much, how spotting your keywords can actually really help you. And again, it's not a 100% thing, but it can help you increase your chances. And the reason is this: if you are able to spot those keywords, look for the options in your in the list of available answers, right? Even if you are not sure, you can then go into what we call the elimination method. And what would the elimination method do? Say, for instance, I just have CloudFront here, right? And I have maybe some other information here, maybe an elastic cache, which can also help to store cache, right? Then I can narrow down my options to 2 of those options and take out A and C, right? Because B has an elastic cache. And looking again into it, store cache frequently with an S3 bucket, I can then narrow down that, okay, we are actually talking about S3, and then I go for an S3, right? So that's sort of how that can actually help you. I hope this really helps you prepare for your certification exam. Yeah. If you have any question, yes, please reach out. Thank you. See you on the other side of success.